Hey, what's happening? My name is Peter Rosenberg, and my man Chris Webby is in the building.
Yo, what up, man?
Young Webby, how are you, bro?
I'm doing good. Doing real good.
You got a new album out.
Yes.
What's this album called?
Debut. Chemically Imbalanced.
Is this your first official album?
This is my first official album, man.
Yo.
8 projects deep, but
eight
mixtapes, 2 EPs, and then finally an album.
Oh God, the game has changed.
It sure has.
8 projects. Why did you wait this long to drop an actual official album?
Well, it just kind of how the game is set up nowadays. You got to make sure before you sign that deal and really do that album that the cards are in your favor.
And that you think you had to get a real fan base behind you.
Absolutely. I think that's really important. You need people to go out and buy it, and it's been shown time and time again that a hit single is not going to do that for you. You know, you kind of need like a core following
That actually cares about your music more than a single.
Absolutely.
You need to have a core family, if you will.
Yes.
Now, since you first came out, you were actually still part of the novel that there are white rappers. Now there's been 9,000 other new white rappers since then.
Hey, there has.
Ebro, step in here. I gotta go.
Oh, you're leaving?
So here's the weird part. I gotta go. Ebro's gonna step in. Ebro's never heard you spit bars before, so he's gonna have you spit some flames.
Okay, cool.
But I think Ebro, I thought you'd appreciate this question as a good segue. Maybe ask him, who are his favorite of the new white rappers that have come on since he came in? Because there's probably been 1,000 since Webby started.
Okay, rock and roll.
Chris Webby, I gotta go.
Good to see you, bro.
Hey, yo,
later.
And Rosenberg, thank you for the intro, bro.
No problem, bro.
I've been hearing this guy's name. So what are the white rappers you think you should give some respect to, Mr. Webby?
Well, first and foremost, and I wouldn't say they've come in the game since I've been doing it, because a guy like Ritz, he's
been around.
he's been around. I heard of him obviously within more like the past 3 years, but he was on my last EP. I think he's one of the best double time MCs out right now. He's incredible. I think Yellow Wolf's dope.
He's been around for a while.
Yep, also been around for a while. I think a lot of the guys who have been around for a while have proven to be the better MCs, obviously.
I don't really get caught. I mean, I used to troll people and just because I knew it was a hot topic, right? Discuss the white rapper thing. I never really cared. Either you were dope or you're not. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I do think there is a significant population in hip hop that does care.
Yeah.
But I just never really cared if you were a girl, guy, white, black, whatever you're, Spanish, Asian. Like I actually, it upsets me when people, oh no, this is Latin rap and this is this kind of rap and this is like either it's good or
unless
it's not.
they're actually rapping it in another language.
Yeah,
then,
but even then,
it's still hip hop.
Is it dope or it's not?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So you sir, now how long has it been since you're like you feel like you have now start to break into the mainstream? Like you've been on, I've been hearing your name a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, my first official mixtape that was on Dat Piff was over 5 years ago now, so it's been a journey since then. I was just telling Rosenberg, this is my 11th project, but my debut album. So it's been a journey. It definitely has.
Are you or your fan base, this release now that it's coming out on E1, it's more of a, I guess I'll call it, for lack of a better term, more of a mainstream,
of course,
release.
There was a budget behind it,
right?
And
all
it's
of that,
being, some radio.
There's like a machine and all of that. Do you feel like your fan base is okay with this transition?
I do, because it's an independent deal. E1 is an independent label, and I made sure to sign something that wouldn't compromise my creative material. I wouldn't be making stuff that I didn't like, because they'd be able to tell, and I know they would, because they've been following me, and I've given them so much of me through the music that I feel like they would be able to pick out any corny, trying to fit in
or bullshit.
Yeah,
it's called
bullshit. There you go.
What I know of Chris Webby is not a lot. Just your name and the fact that your following is a hardcore partying, smoking weed, and they love bars. They love freestyles and they like bars.
Yep.
What else about Chris Webby, if you're just now watching this interview because you check out Ebro in the morning, and what else would they want to know about Chris Webby that would be like, yo, I give a fuck about this dude? Like, because people hear your name and be like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
No doubt, yeah. And that's totally cool because of the way I came up. It's understandable through the mixtape scene and whatnot.
But you paid your dues in that world, and now you're making a transition.
And I mean, I think it's just really important. A lot of people had heard maybe a song here or there, and it's just important to understand that I've matured as both, an MC and a person. As I've grown in this game, and I've become like a businessman. I have my own label now, and this is something that I'm really learning a lot about.
But
and
what
I'm
is
learning,
it? But what is it about your personal story, not your business story, but your personal?
Oh,
who are you? I know you're from Connecticut, right?
Connecticut. I'm from the suburbs, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Like,
Yeah.
other people
Try to act,
perhaps.
try to act.
I think it's important. Authenticity is important in hip hop, and you just be yourself. So that's always been an obstacle, but at the same time, it's something that's a little different. And people think of Connecticut as something that it's not. They think it's
What do you
this
think
big,
they think?
They think it's like a big mansion with a bunch of
That's just one
green
little
lawns,
small area
of course,
called Greenwich.
Of course. And I'm from somewhere like in the middle. I'm middle class. My mom was a public school teacher, and my dad is a guitar player, so he was teaching lessons.
So
and doing
music's
gigs
been
and
around
stuff.
you for a while.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm very like knowledgeable in a lot of different genres.
You play music?
I did. I played piano as a kid. I didn't follow through with it, which I probably
regret.
should have.
You
I
regret.
do regret.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
regret. Could have been Scott Storch in it right now, but he's on the album production.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
very dope.
So what else am I gonna hear in your music though? Like what about you am I gonna hear in your music?
There's definitely, while I'm on the topic of Storch, there's really good production on here. There's really good features on here. But as far as it comes
Dizzy
to
Wright,
me,
what up, homie? Talib Kweli, Graph, Be Real, Traded Truth.
Yep.
Tech Nine, that's the homie. John Connor, I like that dude too.
Yep.
I don't know
Jaron
these
Benton.
other names. I don't know Skrizzly Adams.
He's a singer.
Okay.
Singer dude.
Who's
yeah.
Jaron? I don't know.
Jaron
that name.
Benton?
Yeah, I don't know that.
He's with Hobson and Dizzy Wright.
Oh, okay. I know that
Yep,
clip.
yep,
All right,
very
cool.
dope. But there's a lot to learn about me personally and kind of dealing with the life of going from being a normal guy into being this, entity kind of.
Yeah.
This person who is, there's Christian Webster and there's Chris Webby, and a lot of times that line gets blurred because I try to just be like a normal guy, just keep it real, and sometimes that's not. You gotta play it up, and it just, I don't know, just being caught in the middle of that.
Do you feel like you get tested in hip hop a lot? Like there's a lot of, as you make this transition from having your hardcore fan base into opening up and just being in the kind of mix of everything that's hip hop, do you feel like there's a lot of people who test your credibility?
I think a lot of people have their doubts for sure, but I've put a lot of work in. I really have, man. And at this point, I'm just, of course, like I've said, I came up doing the freestyles and this and that, but at this point, I'm just like, I've been so enthralled in the music making process and really just making great records. I've done that and I still do that. It's fun, but like I've really been enjoying tapping into new levels of creativity as far as the music making goes. But I made sure to kind of tell my story in the interludes. There's 3 interludes on here. One of them's called House Party Cypher, the second's Blunt Ride Cypher, and the third one is Label Office Cypher. And they're basically like little skits that lead into
The first two I like.
Well, the third one just shows, taking those skills to a different platform.
And being able to be, I think, shout to you for being multi-dimensional. A lot of people get caught up in trying to keep it real so much that they can't have their blunt cipher, their house party vibes, as well as transition, walk into an office and get some shit done. So big up to you for that.
Thank you. And it's that's really how I came up, man. That's where I got my practice in.
Do you think that your next phase, like, is your next phase trying to go and win a Grammy and do these things? Do you even give a fuck about any of that?
Not really. That would be great. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to be making music. The money aspect of it, all the fame aspect of it, that's really hasn't been why I've been in this, believe it or not. I just really like to do this, and I want to be able to make a living off of it and be able to comfortably support myself. I don't want to be per se as famous as, an Eminem, where you can't leave your own house,
right?
Without dealing with a mob of people. But if that happens, that's what I signed up for, and I would accept it.
Is M the guy that inspired you to do this?
Originally, yeah, and I just use him as a reference, being a white guy. You know what I mean? But the Jay-Z's another one. Like anyone who reaches that ultimate platform as a hip-hop artist, it's just who knows, man. I don't know where it's all gonna head, but I'm having a good time with it. I'm enjoying myself, partying, making music, and getting business done at the same time.
Well, look, man, props to you. We're gonna get to these bars now. I got Cass one. I asked him to come in and lay down some beats for you to rhyme to.
Okay.
I was like, yo, Chris Webby's coming. He was like, who is that?
No doubt. That's
he
cool.
didn't even know.
No,
Nice to
but-
meet ya.
Nice to meet you too. How you doing? All right. Yeah,
Now,
let's go.
Cash
again.
One is
Yeah.
a perfect example. Somebody loves his hip hop shit, does a lot of nightclubs. That's mostly his scene. He's not
Yep.
in the mixtape underground world, but he's just mostly rocking parties.
Yes.
So, you know, it's interesting as you make this transition. I'm sure you want to be in that world as well as your music becomes playable in strip clubs.
Of
you
course.
give a fuck about
well, I mean, my music doesn't translate all that well into the strip clubs, and I don't know if it ever will. Maybe I'll have one song here or there that's strip club ready, but
that. Are you fucking bitches in your records?
I mean, yeah, but not like.
Are you?
I don't make
throwing
chick
money?
records per
Are
se, and
you
I'm not throwing money. No, man.
Are you guaranteeing women trips around the world on private jets? in any of
No,
your songs?
I've never been on a private jet.
Yeah,
dude.
don't worry about it. Do you reference expensive European cars?
No.
Let me think.
I got a Camaro. That's pretty
do you
cool.
brag
That's
about?
cool.
Do you
Yeah.
brag about how expensive your clothes are in any of your
No.
songs? What else we going to strip?
Jewelry?
Oh,
No,
here we go.
jewelry?
Hang on. Do you in any of your records brag about the amount of intoxicants you put away in a single evening?
Absolutely.
See, now we found
talking.
now
There
we
we go.
found a crossroads here.
yes.
Because in the strip clubs, drinking, drugs, sex, money. You're not heavy on the money.
Not
part,
heavy on the money, but the
sex
rest
and
of it's fun.
drugs.
And with the drugs, I've definitely lightened up. Like people who have done their research on me knows that I used to talk about that a lot. And I'm 26 now. You know, I just
It's like, really, I'm still doing this, right?
yeah. You know, I
Shit.
still have. I smoke a lot of weed, drink. You know,
But you eased up on what type of drugs?
just anything else really. You know,
Right.
I was never crazy like rehab status,
right,
but
right.
you know.
Was there something happened to you? Was there a reason? Was it just business? Was it?
I
just-
mean, it's you just get older. You just kind of mature out of it. It's just like.
do you have fans who are hardcore? It's like, yo, I don't like Webby anymore. He doesn't get as high as he used to.
No, I mean, I still dabble a little bit here and there.
A little dab will do ya.
Yeah, but you know, it's just it's important to you know, I got a lot going on right now, and there's just a lot on the plate. And
You
to
got
be,
kids, wife? What's
No.
happening with you?
No.
So you still bagging and tagging these chicks,
Yes.
city to city?
Yes.
Do you pride yourself in after the show, girls know that when Webby comes to town, they get a dig down?
You know,
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Webby comes to town, girls is getting a dig down. No? Yeah,
I've
no?
learned to be a little choosy. Because I don't want the headaches. I don't want the kids that
And you
just
don't wanna get
referenced, and I
burned
don't
out.
want it. No.
They got some things.
So
They
I'd
got
rather-
that
I
stuff
gotta
over
look-
now.
Boneless food.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait till that goes like, you know, vaginal or something. That'd be-
Vaginal Ebola?
yeah.
No, it
I
already
think
is.
it's already
sir.
there. I
It's
think
already
it's there.
there.
But no, it's important, man, to just like be smart with that. Because as I progress in this, you know, you realize that having a child would be a prize for some of these girls. So I kind of do like an interview process, not like bullet pointed questions,
Right,
but you
right,
just
right.
feel a chick out, just like see what her
Oh, I
vibe
bet you
is, and if
do.
she's
I
cool,
bet you do.
you know.
Make a sign a release.
Is there someone in your crew whose job it is? Like, let's say you're on stage, you rocking, Chris Webby's in town, somebody's gonna get digged down, right? We moving, we shaking, you rocking, and you see something. Is there like a special Chris Webby head nod that takes place? Someone on stage knows.
I need to implement
something.
that. I need to implement that, but my crew knows my my taste.
So
and
once you
women-
mark something, everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh,
yeah,
the dick down. All right, let's get to these bars, man. Chris Webby's here, man. Big up to you, man, and all your success.
Thank you, man.
Keep
Appreciate
working,
that.
and it's a pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely.
I hear your name all the time, so that means people absolutely respect you.
No doubt.
And I,
Thank
you
you,
know,
man.
I want to hear what this is doing. Let's go.
Cool.
On you, my G.
Yeah. It's C Webby. Yo. Who the dopest out? Tell him that Webby's your best answer. Hand up your girl's shirt like I'm checking for breast cancer. Golden age flow, but the rap's brand new. From CT to ABQ to Catmandu. Let me show you why these other fucking rappers are watching me. When I get up on a mic, I interact with it properly. Dope across the board like pouring smack on Monopoly. Now that shit ought to just jack up the property, yo. Rapping an oddity, flowing is sick, and nobody holding with Chris. I'm going like this because it nice, and I'm not gonna stop. It's going down like the prices on your Blockbuster stock. I'm ill, and that's just how I come through. You better check them. In a CT, that's the place that I be reppin'.
Okay.
And when I'm in a booth, I don't need no lethal weapon. I just got my vocal cords while I'm here at Hot 97. So check, that's how I'm going. You know that no one rap that. I come back and got a lot of weed up in my backpack, and you know that I don't clap back, and you'll be gone in 24 hours just like a Snapchat, bitch.
Wu-Tang, let's see what you do with this Wu-Tang.
With a little Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Yo, yo, yo. And see Webby, white as the middle of a s'more, and I come through, cutting them up with a liquid sword, and I be just coming through, and they ain't getting more, cause I do what I do, they ask for encores. I'm going, and every day I be blazing homes, and I be riding like the chrome. This my Game of Thrones, and I be the Mad King. You know that I'm rapping, and beating me in a battle, that shit ain't happening. That's just how I'm coming through. You better go check the shit, and I will go check your bitch right there in Connecticut. Bring her back to the telly. No one can test me, cause you know it's 1, 2, 3, Webby's ready, and that's just how I'm going. You know that I'm rapping hot, higher in the sky than an astronaut. Cause you know no one could beat the dude that is me. Smoke sativa and eat some pizza. That's just how I'm going. You know I got the talent, and mad crazy, call me chemically imbalanced. Let's go look at the track list. When I bring it with the rap, track 1, yeah, it's nice to be back. And if you wanna come and see me, then we could go to track number 2. Call that shit so easy. And you know I come through, Webby is the boss. Like Tony Soprano, I'm about to set it off. That was track number 3, and you know what, ill writer. Track number 4, that's that house party cipher. You get the idea. I'm really freestyling when I'm up on the mic, and I be busting it right. No
That's
one be
right.
touching me. Psych,
That's
you know
right.
I'm coming through. Every day I just be rocking right, mad animated. I'm like Rocco's Modern Life. That's how I'm going. Knew no one is hotter, an real monster, higher than the Doppler radar. I blaze bars. You know no one sits the dude. I'm the will twist your sister. Listen to Twisted Sister. Spit like Twister when I get up in your bitch and hit her. Yo, it's like that. I blaze rapid. So stay faggot when I stay. Better put a straight jacket on this madman when I come through. No one can hit the dude that be me. Crazy as Jack the Ripper. So let's get back to the track list while I spit until I retire. Track 14, they call that shit that's world on fire. Every time I flow obscene, ain't nobody holding me. Talib Kweli, shout to him, we got that dopamine. That's just how I'm going. You don't got the album? Then you better try, dude. Get that shit on iTunes. You know no one tests my flows, and you could get that shit at Target, FYE, and up at Best Buy.
Chris Webby, man. Yo, big up, man. Big up, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for that work right there.
No doubt, man.
Yo,
Sometimes
get
you
this
gotta really
album.
freestyle, you know?
No, sometimes, a lot of times. Because
Yeah.
people will pull your card.
Of course.
Chemically Imbalanced, Chris Webby, man. Big up to E1 for bringing him through. Nice meeting you. Rosenberg, been working with you for a long time.
No doubt.
I appreciate it. And I hear Flex shout you all the time, too.
No doubt.
That,
Funny story about Rosenberg. There was one time, and also Wu-Tang, there was one time where I opened for Wu-Tang way back in the day, and I had this DJ. The CD didn't work, so I walked out on stage in front of Wu-Tang, a Wu-Tang crowd, and nothing worked. And I looked at Rosenberg, who was also there, and I was like, "Dude, please put on a beat and save my life." And
Yo, they was about to eat you alive.
yes, and at least I got to freestyle, and cats were like, "All right,
respect
he
it, I
can rap,
respect it.
yeah." And then at least they didn't cut my head off on the way out. You know.
Yo, Chris Webby, big up, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Ebro in the morning, Hot 97.
Appreciate you.
Support this dude, man.